Miles, and I'm going to speak to you a little bit about the atrocity that is the e-cigarette and flavored vape juice ban here in Washington. Now, on September 17, 2019, the state of Washington banned all flavored vape juice and e-cigarettes, according to Public Health Law Center. It became the fifth state to do this on the grounds of tackling the teen vaping crisis in high schools across the country, and especially in the state. Now, most people can agree that tobacco products really don't have any place among teenagers, and that, this removal of flavored vape juice is a pretty good start to tackling that problem. Now, this would make perfect sense. However, here in the state of Washington, smokeless tobacco and cigarettes are still readily available on the market for teenagers, students, everybody, despite vaping products specifically being banned. Now, this new law and those like it mean that teenagers who've probably acquired a nicotine addiction, maybe they vape throughout high school and then the state put a ban on it, might actually turn towards these more conventional forms of tobacco to get their nicotine fix, which is way more unsafe than vaping could be. Now, conventional tobacco is proven to cause cancer and other dangerous side effects, whereas the few potentially cancer-causing chemicals in vaping are in, according to the American Cancer Society, significantly lower amounts than in cigarette smoke. The state of Washington, in a sense, chose to get rid of the lesser of two evils, while leaving the greater readily available for teens. That's conventional tobacco products. Now, it's only logical that teens already addicted to nicotine might turn to other forms of it than vaping after the ban. But that isn't exactly the case from what we've seen. Just like any banned substance, at least for minors, like alcohol, marijuana, there are people who bring it in to the state to sell to students. Maybe that's other students, maybe that's their older siblings, doesn't matter, but they're making it readily available for them. Now, the New York Times commented on this, saying that such measures are not guaranteed to prevent teenagers from getting e-cigarettes, and that's simply the case. I've seen it since I've come home here. Now, these products that are sold from a third party are sold with no consideration to age requirements, and many of which are fake products, which means they can have other dangerous chemicals to make it maybe cheaper to manufacture, but it's going to be a lot more unhealthy for the buyer. And frankly, teenagers that have used e-cigarettes in the past will find a way to continue using them, even if it is more dangerous to their health. That probably is the least of their concerns, but it is a huge concern for themselves and their parents, frankly. Now, the Washington state ban on e-cigarettes, I believe, should be repealed. Removing vaping products while still offering conventional tobacco is frankly a step in the wrong direction and could cause an increase in teen smoking. And we haven't seen that yet, but we sure might. Where else would they go? Now, when vaping products are no longer available, teenagers will always find a way to continue accessing them, as we've seen, and are doing so, not most of the time, all the time, illegally, sometimes with unsafe products. Now, it's far more beneficial for the consumer, the seller, the state, to sell a product that is safer than conventional tobacco, which is e-cigarettes and vape juice, while also being able to document it, and most of all tax it, which is what I really don't understand from lawmakers. Now, the ban on e-cigarettes, from what we've seen so far, has really done more harm than good, especially for teenagers, and it should be repealed immediately. Thank you.